Hi friends, Cool here. Welcome back to some Battle Spot doubles here on the channel. If you're enjoying this series just as much as I am, make sure you hit that like button down below, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you haven't already so that you don't miss any of the action coming forward. Now, in case you haven't noticed, this is a brand new team that you see on your screen right now. The code for it is directly right there. Let me make sure I'm pointing the right place. Yes, yes, yes. This is a new team, not the one we were using last time. I like it probably just as much. It uses one of my favorite Pokemon, Alcremie, and I'm going to break down the team for you right now. I'm actually going to go from the bottom to the top because Porygon Z and Conkeldurr barely see battle. They only come into battle when I need them to if something on the other side scares me, particularly opposing Porygon Z. With the Choice Scarf, my Porygon Z can outspeed them and go for a Hyper Beam, which does a whole heck of a lot of damage. Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, and Shadow Ball just for some coverage there. Then moving on to Conkeldurr, we've got the Flame Ward Guts combination. For those of you who don't know, Guts doubles your attack if you have a status condition like Burn, which the Flame Orb gives us, just to do a whole bunch of physical damage. But like I said, Porygon Z and Conkeldurr barely ever come into the battle unless I absolutely need them to. In fact, Conkeldurr, when I was testing on Showdown, never came into battle just because I never needed it. The strategy is good enough by itself. All right, moving up to Lapras and Incineroar, which are our typical leads for this team. Incineroar has the Intimidate ability, which lowers the opponent's physical attack. And then we have Snarl on there also to lower special attack if we need to. Flare Blitz to do some damage, Fake Out to buy Lapras a little bit of time to do what it needs to do if we need that to happen, and then Parting Shot to get on out of there if Incineroar doesn't like the matchup, and also lower some more stats in the process. So Incineroar is basically there to debuff the opponent. Lapras, on the other hand, is here to Gigantamax, and when it Gigantamaxes, its Ice-type moves become G-Max Resonance, which sets up the Aurora Veil. Now, if you don't know what Aurora Veil is it's very broken for 5 or 8 turns, depending on whether or not you have the Light Clay, which we do. Aurora Veil will double your defense and special defense, which is insane. If you're trying to set up stat boosts or those sorts of things, that's really great, which this team is hoping to do. We've also got Hydro Pump to do damage, set up the Rain maybe, Thunderbolt for good measure. And then we move up to Alcremie and Slowbro, which are the stars of this team, really. Slowbro has the signature ability Quick Draw, which allows it to move first, I think, like a third of the time or something like that. With the Quick Claw, it ends up being about 40 or 45% of the time it's going to be hitting before the opponent. Slowbro has equal attack and special attack. I've opted for the special variant this time because Galarian Slowbro just gets better special moves than physical, so I might bring the physical variant next time. And Alcremie is really what this team is styled around. I know that Alcremie is a very good defensive Pokemon, especially defensive, so I invested in HP and physical defense and then gave it the Babiri Berry so that really nothing outside of really strong poison types, which aren't very common, can touch it. And it's got the Decorate move. Decorate, what it does is it raises your allies' attack and special attack by 2 stages each, which is absolutely huge. That's an automatic double to whatever stat you would like to increase. Obviously, most of the time, it's going to matter more about the special attack increases, being that Slowbro and Lapras are both special sweepers. And then if you know that Alcremie is going to go down in a turn, you just use Helping Hand and get off a nuke of a move on its way out. Compared to the last Rillaboom and Hawlucha strategy, I think I like them about equally, honestly. Alcremie is one of my favorite Pokemon from Generation 8. And I think Galarian Slowbro is just really cool, especially with that 40 to 45% chance to always go first. It's not a perfect strategy, just like the last one wasn't perfect, but I think that this one's going to be pretty good. If you have any questions or comments about the team, let me know down in the comments section. If you think I should bring the physical variant of Slowbro next time, let me know. But I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's just go ahead and get right into the first battle. All right, now because of our success with our last team, the Rillaboom Hawlucha set, we have moved up to the Great Ball tier, rank 7. So I'm a little bit afraid, especially this guy's team, and especially because we moved up in rank. Oh man, I see a lot of scary things. Okay, so Lapras kind of struggles here a little bit. Well, actually, I want to lead Incineroar just to get the Intimidate off because there's a lot of physical attackers on my opponent's team. I'm tempted to go Slowbro, although Lapras might be... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and lead Lapras. That might not be the best option, but it's what I'm going with. Just to go ahead and get up that Aurora Veil as soon as I can because my opponent's team is very, very scary. I think if I go for Fake Out on... I'm expecting, let me tell you, I'm expecting the Whimsicott and the Cobalion to lead to try to get, to try to get off some beat up tactics, which I don't like to see. I know that it might not be the best idea, but I think I'm just going to double into the Whimsicott this turn because I really, really do not want them to get those... If you don't know how this team functions, Whimsicott will go for Beat Up on the Cobalion, which will give it 4 attack raises because of its ability that raises its attack when it is hit by a Dark-type move. We don't want that to happen, so I'm actually going to go ahead and fake it out so that doesn't happen, and then we're going to G-Max Resonance on the Whimsicott. Both to get up my Aurora Veil and to do a whole bunch of damage, or to prevent them, sorry, from getting the beat up off in the next turn is what I mean. Alright, there's Big Cobalion. We don't like to see it, but because we're weakening it, it might not be that big of a deal. I'm assuming they're going to go for the Max Knuckle into my Lapras, which I'm not too afraid of because we've already got the physical attack drop on it. I think we're going to be able to pull this one out if we are able, in fact, to take out this Whimsicott before it's able to get the beat up off on the Cobalion, because this team kind of really hinges on that. Yes, we do get the fake out off. Okay, so we outspeed, that's great. Whimsicott is going to flinch and cannot get the beat up off. Max Knuckle goes off. I'm expecting the Lapras, although Incineroar wouldn't be a bad move. Wow, that does no damage. Okay, this is very good. This is extremely good because we're getting our Aurora Veil up, and we didn't take too much damage to do it. Here comes the Geomax Resonance. This was definitely our best bet. I'm glad I went with it. Whimsicott just gets clean taken out there, which we love to see, and then up goes the Aurora Veil. Haha. Which means that we can go ahead and start taking down this guy's team one by one. Down goes Whimsicott, and we're going to see what they come out with next. Alright, so Dracovish is actually what comes out. Now that thing is kind of scary, not going to lie. I think if I go ahead and Parting Shot on... Let's see, do I want to do Cobalion or Dracovish? I think I'm going to Parting Shot the Dracovish just because it's going to be able to do a lot of damage. And then I'm going to go ahead and Max Geyser the Cobalion to try to get some rain up. So Max Knuckle goes off. It's going to raise the physical attack of both of my opponents' Pokemon, which is not great, but Lapras just tanks so much. We'll see if we outspeed here. I think that my Incineroar is just going to go down because Dracovish is going to go out the Fish's Rend, which is not a good time. Not a lot of fun there. Huh. Okay. Max Geyser goes off. We probably... Oh, man. Oh, I'm so stupid. I just gave the Dracovish Rain, which is going to power up all of its attacks a lot. But I've got the Water Absorbs. I think I'm going to Protect. If they try to Fish's Rend my Lapras, it's not going to work. I think I'm going to Max Geyser the Cobalion. Or no, maybe I should... Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm going to go and Max Geyser the Cobalion. I can take out Dracovish once my own Gigantamax is over. I'm expecting to see... Okay, Max Steel Spike on Alcremie is going to do absolutely nothing because of the Babiri Berry. Plus I protected, so yeah, that's not going to really do anything. Wow, look at how little that did. This is another reason that I brought the special variant of my Slowbro instead of the physical variant, because I know that Max Steel Spike is running around like crazy right now. Okay, so we get the Water Absorb, which is awesome. That's huge. And then the Max Geyser goes off on the Cobalion, should just take it out, which is going to be good news for us. Yes, good. And now this is where Perish Song can actually come in handy. But I don't think that's what I'm going to go for, specifically because I'm really afraid of this Dracovish. Terrakion comes out. That's terrifying. That's going to do a lot of damage to Lapras. In fact, it's probably going to just take it out if I let it. I think that I go ahead and try to get a Dazzling Gleam off. I don't think we're going to get Decorate off this go around. Freeze Dry on Dracovish should take it out if I get the chance to. I think that Terrakion's going to try to knock out my Lapras, though. Close Combat goes off on the Lapras. Just takes it out. That's not good. That's not good. Fish's Rend in the Rain might not take out my Alcremie. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. We are max defense. Fish's Rend is just going to take me out. Dang it. That's not good. We should not have set up the Rain here. I think that was our biggest mistake. I'm going to go for the Shell Sidearm on Dracovish. That's probably going to take it out. It might take it out. Okay, we do get the quick draw, which is awesome. We see the Shell Sidearm come out. How much is that going to do? Not nearly enough. Okay. Terrakion goes for the Rock Slide. That's going to take me down pretty far. And then the Vicious Rend is still going to take me out. That's no good. Hi friends, I wanted to butt in for just a second just because this is a learning experience for everyone, including the people watching, so I wanted to explain what I should have done in this game that would have won me the battle. First step is do everything exactly the way I did, even setting up the rain for the Dracovish, because that didn't end up mattering in the end. What mattered is when I went for Protect on my Alcremie. So I expected the Dracovish to attack my Lapras, which I predicted correctly. Had I gone for the Dazzling Gleam there, the Dracovish would have taken over half of its HP in damage, and then when I brought my Slowbro out, the Quick Claw would have still activated. I would have gotten off a Shell Sidearm, knocked it out, and then the Terrakion, because the Aurora Veil was up, would not have been able to do enough to Slowbro to take it out. So I would have won the game if I had gone for the Dazzling Gleam with the Alcremie. There's no way, thanks to the Babiri Berry, that I would have been taken out from Max Steel Spike. But the Dracovish's Vicious Rend absolutely would have taken out my Alcremie, and then I had to depend on the Shell Sidearm getting the Quick Claw activation for it to go first. So in all, it wasn't the most reliable way to win, but if everything had gone the same, except I had used Dazzling Gleam that turn instead of Protect, I would have won the battle. I just thought I should let you know. Okay, so we lost that battle. Not the biggest deal. I am upset about it, not gonna lie, but that's the way it goes sometimes. I don't know how I could have played that one differently. I probably shouldn't have set up the rain for the Dracovish, but, you know, what can you do? But at any rate, I will see you in battle number 2. Alright, here we have a battle against someone on a team that someone whose language I do not know. So we see a lot of scary Pokemon here, actually. I think our Lapras and Incineroar might not be the best option here, just because I'm really afraid of the Rillaboom outspeeding me and going for a Grass-type move in the grassy terrain, which it won't be fun. But we'll just see what they lead off with. Okay, so here we see the Cinderace and the Grimmsnarl, yes. Which are two Pokemon that I really kind of don't want to see. But I think, So I'm guessing that he's going to Gigantamax and go for the maxed Steel Spike on my Alcremie, which means I'm going to Decorate, actually, on the Slowbro. And then I'm going to go for a Dynamax of my own, and on a Max Steel Spike, I'm actually going to Max Ooze, or do I want to do that? I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and Shell Sidearm the Grimmsnarl, and I'm going to hope that it does enough damage. Okay, so we actually see a light screen go off here, which is not what I wanted to see. We don't see a Gigantamax, but we do see a Pyro Ball go off here onto Slowbro. That's not going to do too much damage, is it? Nah, more than I'd like it to, but not an awful lot. Decorate goes off here onto Slowbro. The question is, can the Shell Sidearm take out the Grimmsnarl? And I believe the answer is no. Actually, it does. Wow, that's huge. Okay. So the Grimmsnarl goes down, which we do like to see. And out comes the Goodra. Another Pokemon that I really didn't want to see because that thing is terrifying. I'm going to go ahead and Dazzling Gleam. No, because it's probably got the weakness policy. I'm actually going to I'm going to Protect. I'm going to Protect Alcremie because I don't want anything to really happen to it. And then I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to Shell Sidearm the Cinderace, try to take that thing out if I can. Okay, so we don't see the Dynamax yet. That's actually a good thing for us. Alcremie does protect itself. We see the Sucker Punch go off. Ugh, that's not good. That's not good. So that will take Slowbro out, no problem. And then what does the Goodra go for? That's what I'm wondering. Thunderbolt. Okay, well that's not too scary. That's not too scary at all. I'm going to go for Lapras. And then we're going to get our Aurora Veil up on the Goodra there. I just hope that I can do enough damage. I'm going to Helping Hand the Lapras, and then I'm not even afraid of the Cinderace, to be honest with you. I'm going to G-Max Resonance the Goodra and see what happens. Okay, so we see that they don't Dynamax because I believe they would have outsped. And we're going to get a Helping Hand off here. They're not going to be able to take out my Lapras. There's just no way. Even if they go for the high jump kick, which I'm assuming they will. Let's see what happens, though. Helping Hand. Onto Lapras. It's a good day. High Jump Kick does go off. That's going to do a lot of damage. It's going to do more than I want it to. But we avoided it. Oh, man. I feel bad about that one, not going to lie. Thunderbolt goes off. Gets the paralysis, which is awful, honestly. G-Max Resonance. We get it off on to the Gudra. Should just take it out. Yes, indeed. That's awesome. We do like to see that. We are a paralyzed Lapras, but we are a paralyzed Lapras behind an Aurora Veil, which is not that bad. I don't know, without that high jump kick miss, I don't know if we would have won. But in this case, I believe that we will. Out comes Rillaboom, which is just going to straight up take us out if it gets the chance. That's not great. Let's see. I'm going to go for Dazzling Gleam to try to take out the Cinderace. And just go for another G-Max Resonance onto the Rillaboom, which I'm expecting to go for Grassy Glide to try to take out my Lapras, if it can. What do we see? What do we see? Okay, so we're going to see a Gigantamax Rillaboom here, which is not exactly the best thing in the world. Not what I wanted to see at all, but I would prefer it do that than go for the Grassy Glide, if I'm going to be honest. Actually, no, because it's going to outspeed us and go for the G-Max Drumbeat, which is not great. Let's see what they do, though. High Jump Kick onto Lapras is going to do a lot of damage, but not take us out. That's awesome. Let's see. G-Max Drum Solo is going to take Lapras right on out of there. There's no chance at all. You hate to see it. This team's not doing as well as it did on Showdown. Not going to lie. Okay, but we do get the Dazzling Gleam off here, which will definitely be taking out the Cinderace because it's the fighting type right now. That's good news. That's some good news, you know. Not the best news in the world, but it's better than the alternative. We're going to go into Incineroar. I'm honestly just going to Helping Hand and Flare Blitz. I know that we're not going to do too much damage because it's a Gigantamax Rillaboom, but it's kind of the only option I've got at this point. Other than trying to stall out the Grassy Terrain, which I just don't think we're going to be able to do because they've got the Max Quake. This probably won't take us out just because of the Intimidate. Oh, wow, that did nothing. That shows you how good Aurora Veil is, though, honestly. Special Defense goes up, which means nothing to us. Flare Blitz goes off, does a whole crap ton of damage, does not take out the Rillaboom, though. Which is not good news, but we have the Iapapa Berry. And I don't think another... Oh, yeah, no, definitely not. Another Max Quake is not going to be able to take us out. I think we just go for another Helping Hand and Flare Blitz here, and that'll be the game. Okay, so we do see the Helping Hand go off. Awesome, awesome. We love to see it. They're going to go for a Max Quake. It's not going to do enough to take out Incineroar because Incineroar is just that good. And then we should just be able to take it clean out with a Flare Blitz, which is what I'm hoping for. Wow, Incineroar put in some work this time. Hello? And goodbye. Alright, so that was battle number 2-1 for us. I did not expect, as soon as I saw that Rillaboom Gigantamax thing, I thought the game was over, but honestly, we were able to pull it out. So, good on Incineroar, honestly. That is battle number 2. I will see you guys on battle number 3. Alright, here we have a battle against Tino. We see a Grimmsnarl again, which is not great. I'm not overall too afraid of his team. I definitely think Incineroar and Lapras are the leads that we have to go with here, just because of their team composition. And then Slowbro and Alcremie in the back. Again, Porygon, Xena, Conkeldurr rarely ever come to these battles. But we'll see what they lead off with and how this battle goes. Whew. Alright, Tina, let's do this. We're in the Great Ball tier now, which honestly I didn't know if we would get there or not. I'm not the best at competitive battling, especially in doubles yet, but we're seeing a lot of interesting strategies. We're seeing a move away from the Psychic Terrain, which I really like because the Psychic Terrain was getting so annoying. Alright, Salazzle and the Grimmsnarl. The question is, what do we do here? Am I afraid of the Grimmsnarl? I don't think I'm afraid of the Grimmsnarl. But am I afraid of the Salazzle? I don't know if I'm afraid of either of them, honestly. Oh, wait, this is Frisk? Huh. So this is Frisk, Grimmsnarl, which I'm really not afraid of. I think I'm just going to go ahead and fake out the Grimmsnarl. And then I'm going to go ahead and get off our G-Max Resonant. No, that was wrong. I misclicked. I meant to go for the max, what's it called? The water one. The water one, yeah. I meant to go for that one, but in fact I didn't. But it's not the end of the world. We do get our Aurora Veil up here. Honestly, that might be the better play anyway, just to get the least amount of damage off on us as possible. Let's see what my opponent goes for. We are going to get the fake out first onto the Grimmsnarl. I wonder if Grimmsnarl was going for fake out also, because Grimmsnarl tend to like to do that. Yes, they were trying to also... okay. I'm getting information right now. We've got the Life Orb. Grimmsnarl like to fake out. That's what I was trying to say, but I couldn't quite get it out there. We do get our Aurora Veil off. Do a fair bit of damage, honestly. And at this point, I'm not quite clear about what I want to do. I think I want to knock out the Salazzle if I at all can. I think I'm going to go for the Flare. No. I'm going to Parting Shot, actually, on the Grimmsnarl, and I'm going to go ahead and Max Geyser on the Grimmsnarl because I'm not at all afraid of the Salazzle. I should have gone for Parting Shot on Salazzle. Shoot. Well, you live, you learn. Okay, what happens? We see the Sludge Bomb go off onto Incineroar. Not that big of a deal, honestly. We are poisoned, which kind of stinks. But it doesn't really do that much damage. Parting Shot goes off onto the Grimmsnarl, which we do outspeed, which is nice. We're just saving that fake out for when we need it in the future. I think Slowbro's the move here, just because that Salazzle's going to do way too much damage to Alcremie. Like I said, the only weakness Alcremie really has is strong poison types. Alright, so we're going to see, we outspeed here, and we go for the Max Geyser, do a whole, not as much damage to the Grimmsnarl as I would have liked, but that's okay. We can afford to do that. Drain Punch onto Lapras is not going to do basically anything. And now we are in a good position, I believe. So I am going to go ahead and go for the Shell Side Arm on the Grimmsnarl to do a whole bunch of damage onto it. And I'm going to go ahead and Max Geyser the Salazzle just to knock it out. Okay, what do we see? We see a Sucker Punch go off onto Slowbro, which actually does a lot less than I would have expected. We're under and a taunt. Okay, well, Slowbro, I can kind of see that because Slowbro likes to set up Trick Room sometimes, but one good thing about this team is it really doesn't care about speed control, especially with the Quick Draw and the Quick Claw. Slowbro's going to be outspeeding things about 40 to 45% of the time anyway. Shell Side Arm will just take out the Grimmsnarl, and we're in a really good position here. We're at 4-2. Okay, so we see the, I forget its name, but there it is. And, ooh, we see Darmanitan. I really don't like to see that. I think I'm going to try to Perish Song here. The battle was canceled. Okay, so we won our third battle. 2 for 3 today. Not too bad. I think that first battle was just me getting used to how the team works. Also, our opponent just had a really scary team. But we did win the last 2 battles, so I'm excited about that. But that'll do it for this video, my friends. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, see you next time.